Sometimes just figuring out how to survive is half the fun. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 survival video games. For this list, we'll be looking at games that simulate resource and endurance management. Please be advised that some of the games on the list are still in early access at time of writing, so be aware that the footage you may see may not reflect the final product. Number 10, State of Decay. Zombie games are a dime a dozen, but State of Decay blends harsh open-world survival with a lived-in world.
Alright. Kinda hoping you'd forgotten about that.
Where State of Decay shines is in its ability to bring human stories and personalities to a great big open environment, all while preserving the survival tactics and gameplay that we love. The densely crafted single-player world lets players find small stories in the environment, as well as explosive high-octane situations. State of Decay channels everything you could expect from a zombie survival game into a package that's both exhilarating and grounded. Number 9, Terraria. Billed as a 2D Minecraft, Terraria gives players tools to create countless worlds and explore near infinite space. The core difference with Terraria, aside from its looks, is that a big part of the game's appeal is in its traditional structure. With Terraria, survival isn't about finding the resources to create the world, but making sure you have the right gear to tackle the game's many boss fights. Terraria strikes an impeccable balance. It's a wonderful survival game that lets you overcome obstacles with a friend. Number 8, The Long Dark, Alpha version. Surviving the Long Dark is a grueling uphill struggle.
Those who've survived have been brought to their knees. On their knees, they'll pray they make it through winter.
Despite its gorgeous, highly stylized visuals, The Long Dark is a realistic take on surviving the elements. In the frozen northern Canadian wilderness, you're forced to deal with wolves, snow, body heat, and even managing your caloric intake. Trudging through snowy hillsides, looking for a place to start a fire, and warming up are all core parts of the gameplay experience, and it is one of the most visceral and stressful survival simulations around.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
The Long Dark uses real-world obstacles to make its world feel threatening, and it's incredibly successful at that.
Remember who we were. Don't let this new world break you.
Number 7, The Forest, Alpha version. The Forest blends survival gameplay with elements of survival horror, namely ghastly cannibalistic mutants. Creating immersive horror isn't always easy, but the Forest manages to pack the island you crash landed on with enough of the violent handiwork of its inhabitants to keep it intimidating. The game is also packed with small touches, like your character needing to lay out their backpack to examine its contents to make the player feel vulnerable. The dynamic between balancing resources and staying clear of the frightening, grotesque humanoid monsters is absolutely thrilling. Number 6, Don't Starve. Every minute counts and your goal is crystal clear. This is the core survival experience. Don't panic, don't fret, don't fear, don't starve. The game's cartoony look, inspired by Edward Gorey, is deceiving. Don't Starve is actually a tough-as-nails survival game that has you running around feverishly collecting loot to build up your campsite before the sun sets. After that, it's all about surviving day by day, crafting whatever you can to last just one more night. Don't Starve is a deep game with rich mechanics and a great visual style. Number 5, This War of Mine.
We would do anything to stay alive.
This War of Mine deals with the cost of survival in a war-torn country. Tackling the civilian relationship with war, this War of Mine uses a thick black ink art style to set an oppressive mood for the game. The title's heavy themes make survival all the more brutal, while choices often distill down to whose life is the most valuable. This push and pull between pragmatism and ethics makes this War of Mine into one of the most heart-wrenching survival games ever made.
I will never forget those days. Things you see in war stay with you forever.
Number 4, Fallout New Vegas Hardcore Mode. The Fallout series is known for its savage, exhausting wastelands, but Fallout New Vegas lets players push their survival skills even further with its Hardcore Mode. Had enough. With Hardcore Mode, radiation and hydration levels heal in real time, broken limbs need to be handled by a doctor, and even carrying bullets weighs the player down. The endurance needed to experience Fallout in this light gives new meaning to the iconic post-nuclear setting. It's an extraordinary survival experience inside an already amazing role-playing experience. Number 3, The Oregon Trail. This is the original survival game. The Oregon Trail was developed by the Minnesota Educational Computing Consortium to teach classrooms about pioneer life, which, as it turns out, translates into a pretty excellent survival game scenario. Despite its now dated look, the Oregon Trail is packed with a lot of the same ideas that make up modern survival games. In it, you need to weigh the pros and cons of your actions, micromanage your resources, and avoid death from a range of perpetrators, including measles and, of course, dysentery. We've come a long way in the video game world, but the Oregon Trail is one of the most significant games in the genre. Number 2, Dayz, Alpha version. The idea is simple, an open-world zombie game with permadeath, where you scour an online world for guns and gear and just try to survive. Originally a mod for Arma 2, the always-online nature blurs the lines between friend and foe that few other games can manage to replicate. In a lot of ways, Dayz is a dream scenario for a game. The open-ended nature of its gameplay means that the world is whatever you make it. There's an unparalleled sense of stress and anxiety in the survival here. Dayz has forever changed the way we think about the entire genre of games and our fellow players. Before we name our number 1 pick, let's take a look at some honorable mentions. Number 1, Minecraft.
This adventure, it's up to you.
The game that needs no introduction, Minecraft is a force unto itself. There's nothing quite like the scope or substance of Minecraft's survival. Discovering an arduous hillside or a cavernous fortress, and then making your way safely back is the ultimate survival game experience. Not to mention those creepers, who have become an emblem of the genre, capturing the imaginations of millions of people the world over. Minecraft is the quintessential survival game, and we could spend years bunkered in its world.
Because this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in.
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite game world to survive in?
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
For more top 10s that won't break your legs trying to reach them, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.